Hello everyone, welcome back to the fourth episode of our mini series of Daring December. Yes, we have with us Devna Parekh, Deepa Agarwal, Amrit Pal, who are going to be the speakers for today. And we are going to speak on the topic AI ill effects. Why we have chosen this topic? Let me come to it. After the 3 episodes that have been a great success, we would like to highlight this topic because it is the need of the hour. Though it has amazing benefits, which has actually connected so many people in the world, and even Deepa, Amrit, and Devna, for that matter, we all four have connected because of this reason. We really appreciate the presence of AI in our life.
Name.
Yet, there are some ill effects, yet there are some cons that exist, and we would like to highlight those as well. We have really got many requests from people to come up with this topic after the 3 episodes that we have conducted. And this is the only reason that we had to shift our topic from another one to AI and its ill effects. With this, I wanted to start with Deepa. Deepa, would you like to share your inputs on this?
Yeah, definitely. So let us first, before we talk about the cons, let us talk about the pros. Definitely, we are all using AI. Today, uh, may that be a text, may that be a photo collage, may that be anything that we are putting up on our WhatsApp status or on our Instagram, everything is made by AI. So we should appreciate that AI is definitely an integral part of our life. We just cannot get rid of it, or I think we just cannot get over it, because today, even when my son gets into the car, first thing he asks is, hello MG, how are you doing? Whom do you think is the best one, me or my father? So all these fun things are definitely doing really well with AI, and we are all getting used to it slowly. And if we are not customizing ourselves with AI, then definitely we are into the trouble. Then we'll be the one who are leftovers, who are not, accepting this change is inevitable for us right now. So that's what I think, and I'll add more points as my friends also talk about this.
Yes, Amrit, we would like to know your inputs as well for the same.
Yes, of course. I totally resonate with Deepa on this, that AI has not just got on our head, it is getting into our lives. And there is no point that we can just shy out of it. As in corporate culture, right now, what we are seeing, and even I am also coaching my students who are looking for corporate transitions, their career transition, that they have to be friendly with AI, because if they don't know how to use AI, they might be very soon redundant of their jobs. Because someone who is expert in AI, that person will take over, because everyone wants to cut their cost. Every company wants to cut their cost. But yes, if we have these positive sides, there are some negative sides also, which definitely, using anything like car, it has become a necessity in our lives, right? But there was a time when it was a luxury. So we have to be very careful when it comes to AI, because AI is not at the physical level. It is not penetrating at the physical level or physical luxuries. It is penetrating at the our intellectual level. And if at all we are getting so much accustomed to AI, we might lose our creativity. And kids, specifically the growing ones, if they start getting dependent on AI, it will be a problem that they will stop learning it, because learning has to come from within. And if we are not being careful how to handle it and how to introduce in phases this AI to our kids or the growing teens, then it will be a problem. And I just recently had a very bad news which I heard. It came through social media. Hindustan Times recently reported a couple of days back, a kid, a 13 years old kid, he got almost, he was very good in sports, and all of a sudden parents saw withdrawal systems. And then maybe in another 3 months or so, He completely was silent and he was not interacting with anyone, just sitting in his room. What he was doing, no one knew. All of a sudden, parents just got a voice that he just hit himself with a revolver and he committed suicide. When police got into investigation and they saw what chats were going on, he was in love with a bot. So if we are not being alarmed with this news, definitely we may have these kind of incidents, many more incidents, I would say. So at one hand, yes, it is very important to be very friendly with it, but how to use it is what is more important rather than getting dependent and thinking that this is what is the reality. So getting into this segregation of reality and the virtual is very important, and we have to teach our children, the growing kids, that this is not a reality. This is just a tool to be used for your convenience. That's what I would like to say.
So, Amrit, if I understand from what you're saying that, if people at the working age who are working in companies and all, if they are using AI, for them at this moment, it is a compulsive stage. If they
Yes.
want their promotions, they need to learn. And so they may not be addicted to it in a different manner as the kids who are starting to, when they're using AI for their study material, or, their creativity is getting shut, right? When they're using it at this age, or if they are not using it with awareness that what are its ill effects.
True.
What I can understand is somewhere without our awareness, we are reaching or moving towards an epidemic of AI.
True.
Is it so, Devna? Would you like to put some light on this? Your thoughts?
Yes, I 100% agree with you, Sakshi. It's a pandemic. AI is a pandemic. No doubt it has a vast reach. Now, what I will want to highlight is that there are a lot of pros and cons. If it is used judiciously, we can get best out of it. But if we do not, then the ill effects are severe. If you talk about pros, I have actually known some students who have learned foreign languages. My own son has learned Spanish through a virtual platform. They can learn musical instruments like guitar, piano. They can learn different kind of art, craft, and other styles. In the same way on work front, especially fashion designers, interior designers, they are increasing their creativity. I know people, if also they are not good with coding, but if they know the right commands to give to the coding part of AI, then it's working wonders on work front. So we have to use it sensibly, rationally, and get the best benefits out of it. But at the same time, when you talk about the cons, we are having sleepless nights. Till late night, we are stuck on phone. Some children are also gambling and playing poker games and all online, wasting money, mindlessly shopping online. Now, these are the ill effects. At the same time, we have blood pressure detectors, we have sugar detectors. People, when they're walking, they can count their steps, they can count about the sugar levels, blood pressure levels. So I have to understand that how every individual is using it. If you consume the wrong things, the effects are bad. If you consume the good things, the effects are going to be brilliant. आप रामायण देखते हो. I heard a story, किसी ने रामायण सुना, एक बच्चा राम जैसा बना, एक रावण जैसा बना. एक बच्चे को राम की क्वालिटीज पसंद आई, एक बच्चे को रावण की क्वालिटीज पसंद आई. So AI is just like that. Either you pick up good qualities from it and implement it, or the bad qualities have no end to it. The world is shrinking with AI. People are coming closer and closer. The connectivity has increased. But are we calling people? Are we reaching out to our friends, relatives? And if also we are reaching out, that feelings, that bonding, does this exist? एक खालीपन आ गया. Everything has become very artificial, fake and खोखला. In 80s, when we used to have television, my grandparents used to shout that we all are stuck on a television and that family time is missing out. But today I feel sitting in front of a television and watching a movie is still a family time. rather than everyone in their own individual rooms with a mobile phone. So we are definitely getting detached with our own family members. I mean, of course, I'm talking about AI ill effects, but at the same time, I will talk about one reel which I saw. So these grandparents have made a rule. Whenever anyone is entering the house, like children and grandchildren, they are with a paper bag and they ask everyone to put their devices in that bag and take it only when they leave the house. That is the rule what the grandparents have framed for their relatives and their own children. So certain things we have to set boundaries. For everything, we have to set boundaries. One question still remains unanswered is that life existed before AI also. So today, when children say, oh, I cannot do my studies without a phone or a device, it still remains a question mark in my mind. And I think this debate will never settle or solve. It will always remain debatable, whether we need AI or we don't.
Yes, agree to you. We have Deepa wanting to say something. Yes, Deepa? You're on mute, Deepa. Can you unmute me?
Oh, sorry. So I was just trying to add that the biggest ill effect of AI is that it is killing many of our necessities, many of our jobs, many of our things that we thought will give us our livelihood are being just done in a jiffy. If you see it from that standpoint. But as the world has not stopped after the invention of the smartphone, I think AI also will not stop us from being what we are, a happy soul, being happy, and then being connected. In this era of AI, I think the biggest one thing that every child has to develop is adaptability, being flexible, being moving with the wind instead of standing against it. If we can accommodate as the changes happen and as using the AI as a tool rather than being a tool for it. As Devna was rightly mentioning, as Amrit ji was also highlighting the points, I think the problem is when we are giving up and we are saying, "Oh, I can't do anything with that without AI." That's not how you think. When you have a knife in your hand, you think that you will use it for chopping vegetables, for making it easier. But it's not that you cannot do it without the knife. It's the same thing with AI. It's just a tool. We just have to make sure that our children know about this in this way instead of thinking that life exists doesn't exist without AI. And Sakshi, as you pointed out, the right now generation, which is being born with a chip inside them, I think that's what that will be the most difficult part for them to understand this part. So we will have to create those atmospheres. One of the examples that Devna gave, keep the mobile phones in the bag. We can have no Wi-Fi days. We can have digital detox days. These are definitely going to be celebrated days, like how we are celebrating Christmas today. I think definitely at one point these days will also come as the celebration days.
Yes, I'm sure. And these will be the only solutions that, we will be able to work upon. Yes, Amrit, you wanted to share something?
Yeah, the major thing is that any invention which has come in our life, whether, leaving cycle behind or, now mobile phone and those telephones which are landlines, we have passed that phase. So any invention, we should keep it as an invention and something to ease our life. The only message I would love to give is that use them judiciously. Do not depend and do not think that without this, our life is not there. What our kids are doing today, that how life can be without a mobile phone. Tomorrow they can say how our life can be without AI. It should not happen. So we have to teach our children. We have to be ourselves also aware that this is just a technology. Use it for your favor. Do not be so much dependent that you cannot live without it.
True, 100% true. Yes, Devna, you wanted to share something?
Yes, so today it's a special festival. It's a Christmas time. So first of all, Merry Christmas to everyone. And I will just share a personal experience of mine. I had one of the best vacation in Andaman. So we had booked a place on an island. Of course, it was a Taj property, but we had no Wi-Fi connections. We just had that towards the reception. But the property was so huge that we were living in the cottages, we were going to the beach, there was no Wi-Fi at all. So, two benefits. My husband was not on any business calls, and me, I was not on Instagram or any picture clicking activity. So I think, there is solution to everything. And trust me, that was one of my best vacation ever, which I took in 2020. So
Yes.
let's move towards, free Wi-Fi zones during vacation so that, we don't have any reason to be with our devices. That's all. Thank you very much.
In fact, if we have people who are from the hotel industry or travel industry, please listen to us and create such spaces, create such holiday spaces where, you are creating a no Wi-Fi zone and promoting such places, giving it at a discounted rate so that people can come, some motivation for people to come to such places would be a great idea.
Very well
And,
said, Sakshi. Very well said.
and with the pros and cons that we have discussed, solutions will always be open-ended. As we said, we do not know where we are heading to. And this topic will always be debatable, at least for our generation. Maybe the younger generation has something to say, but for us, it will always be debatable. Who's seen the hard work of, being creative by yourself and suddenly shifting to AI and, it's just on your fingertips, work is done. So, and we've experienced the charm of both. We know what it means to draw a whole image and get it from AI, and the excitement of completing a task and just getting it out of nowhere. We know the difference between us, between those two things. So it will always be debatable. And we would love to hear your thoughts. Whoever is listening, parents, teenagers, anyone, please pour your thoughts in. Please pour in your questions that we could answer you. We would love to come up with another series, especially on AI if you want, on every topic that you want us to elaborate on. We would be happy to, discuss and guide you all. Being a Christmas day, welcoming 2025 soon, let's take a resolution within that at least consciously we are moving ahead with AI. We are not saying to stop AI, but making conscious efforts that we are using it in the right way. With this, we close the December series of our mini series of our Daring December, and we will come up with Juggling January very soon with new topics, new energy, new vibe with Deepa, Amrit, and Devna. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to everyone there.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Very happy New Year as well.
Happy New Year.